Welcome back to my box van build. In this video, my friend and I install the solar, and then I get my ceiling done. I got some exciting stuff to show you, so check it out. Alright, I'm about to find out what makes noise and what doesn't. I've had this van for 11 months now and I've only put like 500 miles on it. But I haven't really driven it anywhere significant since I took the roll-up door off the back. And that thing was freaking loud, man. I could not imagine driving all over this country with that thing on there. So it's the following Friday now. And if you're a regular subscriber to my channel, then you might be wondering why this video's not like 2 hours long. And well, we're not done. Now don't go unsubscribing just yet, alright? Just give me a minute here. We're making extremely high quality precision parts that are way too good to be on my van. And you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, or whatever people like to say. So instead of skipping a week, I decided to make like a progress report or van build update video for you guys to give you kind of a preview of what we've been up to. So here you go. He started by measuring the roof using precision instruments with laser beams, and then made a drawing in a program called Fusion 360. He was able to take the exact measurements of all the components and put them in this program so he can lay them out and come up with different designs. There's the Max fan and the Starlink, there's the tubes, there's the solar panels, there's the exhaust for the wood stove. That's not what that's really going to look like, but there's the curvature of the front of the box. There's the Chevy Astro van, just for fun. And he even found a picture of the snakes online, and he added the box that I built on the back. And then Tom decided that one of the snakes should have a hat, so now he's got a little sombrero. And then he ordered some parts from this website called Sin Cut Sind. We got 1/4-inch crush plates for the mounting locations and bolt plates as well. Tom cleaned them all up, made them pretty, deburred them. Real cool website. We're going to use that for the bumpers as well. Then we took the tubes and cut them roughly to length for the width of the roof. I bought 6 of these tubes. We're using 5 of them. We then use the mill to clean up the edges and make them perfectly straight. Then we took aluminum square stock and we're making plugs to go in the ends of the tubes to reinforce them and give them a mounting location for a bolt to go through. Now we're cutting them into little pieces. Which we then put back in the mill and get perfectly straight again. And that's the end product. Plugs for the pipes. And here's Tom welding them on using a TIG welder. This is all aluminum. Tom's way better at welding than me. And he has a much nicer welder than I have. Mine's from Amazon. That's like a real welder. I've also never TIG welded in my life, so I would never be able to do this. After welding them, we put them back in the mill and grind them flat yet again. Mostly just for looks. And then we drilled out the ends. It was about a 4-step drilling process. Make a pilot hole, then drill all the way through with the smaller bit. And then drill it to the correct diameter, which is 5/16. And then chamfer the hole to make it pretty. Now we're making spacers. Tom put a piece of aluminum round stock in his lathe and milled it down to the correct diameter and then bored it out to 5/16. And now he's cutting it down to 1/2 inch. We made 1/2 inch spacers to go between the crush plates and the tubes on the ends of the roof. This is all aluminum. Before cutting the piece off completely, he puts the file on there to deburr it. And there's our spacers. The rear bar on the roof is going into the steel portion of it, so we installed that with riv nuts. So we're making 3/4 inch spacers for that. And just to be different, we're using a carbide cutoff tool with some coolant, and he made a little piece of wire there to catch the part when it comes off. And that's what it looks like on the ends of the first 4 bars where they will clamp around the edge of the roof. And here we are installing them on the roof. And that's about as far as we've gotten so far. So I hope you enjoyed that little preview of what we've been up to this week. I know it wasn't a long video. It just depends on what I do throughout a week. You know, I've had kind of a hectic week at work, and it rained like 5 days in a row, and I've just been busy, and you know, I have a dozen reasons why I couldn't make a full-length video. But excuses are like buttholes. Everybody has one and they all stink. So I thought about just making a community post saying, hey, sorry I don't have a video for you. But I kind of did that to you guys last month, and you know, sorry. As far as my full-length videos, I think 2 hours is a little much, to be honest with you. That last video, I think it turned out pretty good, but that was like 16 hours of editing. And it's kind of a lot to put on my plate when I'm working full-time and, you know, just trying to build my van. I do really appreciate you guys watching. I know you do like the long videos. Every week I do get a comment or two saying, hey, your videos are way too long and boring. But I know who watches my stuff, and YouTube kind of shows my videos to a further audience as the week goes on. So on the weekends I get really nice comments from all of you guys who regularly watch my stuff, and I love reading those. And then, you know, by Wednesday I get all the trolls. But I'm gonna try to maybe just try to keep it around an hour for now on my van build videos. It just really all depends on, like I said, what I do that week and what I was able to accomplish and how much of it I actually filmed. So here's another little update for you. I bought this shower pan, and honestly, I'm really not digging it. I got it from some other website that's not Amazon, one of those RV supply places, but it's a 23 by 23, which is smaller than what I really needed, but I'll make it work. I can just build a little frame around it. It's fiberglass, and it's got like plywood little strips here for a floor support. I bought it because the price, believe it or not, was better than everything on Amazon. But I paid $165 for this, and when I took it out of the box, I was like, really? This is worth like a third of what I paid. But mainly I got it for the shape. I like this part, and I like the drain location. I think that's gonna work out pretty well for me as far as hooking up my gray water tank. So I don't know. I thought about returning it and continuing shopping for something better, but I've had it for a week now, and you know, life's too short. I really just want to build my van. So that's my shower pan, and I'm gonna make it happen. So my shop and my friend's shop are on completely opposite sides of town, and I've been driving my van back and forth all week. And I had a comment in one of my videos that I installed this window all wrong, and I just made a bunch of effing holes in it, and it's gonna fall out as soon as I start driving. And I don't know what's going on here. It's really weird, but it's, you know, still there. So next week I'll be able to show you the final product, the installation of the solar. I'm gonna get my ceiling done, and I can move on to building the rest of the interior of the van. If this is the first video you've seen, you're just discovering my channel, it's definitely not a good first video for you to watch. So check out my channel. There's a whole playlist of van build videos. There's like 10 of them now. And if you're into beautiful scenery of the Western United States and Canada, check out some of my travel vids too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.